So today's guest really kind of opened my mind up to the concept of networking. That was really interesting for me to find out that that's more than just like going to a meeting. And I want to make sure you pay attention to what she says is one of the things that business owners forget to do after they network. So let's check it out. All right. Hey, Giants, welcome. I am so glad that you're joining us. And today's guest is Maria Medina. Hi, Maria. How are you?
Hi, good. Thank you so much for having me here today.
Oh, I'm really excited about this conversation. First up, tell our listeners a little bit about you and what you do.
Definitely. My name is Maria Medina. I am the founder of the Coaching and Network, and I am a business coach with a twist. I like to incorporate networking into everything I do and my clients do, as well as my marketing background. So I like to show them how they can integrate networking into their business so that they can get a business that works better for them and not a business that they find themselves working in a lot.
Yeah, it's like a previous speaker said that they work with people so that they don't get to brag that they don't get a vacation. And so it's like, but yeah, I mean, these local businesses, we're so in tune with working hard that we don't sometimes work in a healthy
I
way.
think, yeah, I think the like hustle culture was kind of
Yeah.
glorified, like work hard, play hard. But then what happens is they work hard and they don't have the time to play hard. And what you want to do is you want to work to be able to, I guess, have the life that you want to live. You don't have to go to extremes. You don't have to do what the other person's doing because that's what they're doing.
Yeah. All right, let's go into networking. Give me some insider ideas of what networking actually is.
When I first started in entrepreneurship, I heard a lot of people talk about networking. And when they spoke about networking, they spoke about networking for sales. And that's where a lot of people kind of stopped. They're like, I'm going out networking to grow my business. And they meant in sales to get more business, more money into my business. But how I saw networking was how I saw it from where I had a corporate career and I networked my way up an organization. And what that is, it's understanding what you do, your skills, your strengths, your weaknesses, understanding that of other people, and then incorporating them to help you achieve your goal and their goals. And that applies whether you're in corporate and trying to climb up the ladder, or whether you are in your own organization and you need to bring in vendors, suppliers, referral partners, and clients. So it's not just about clients for your business, it's about resources for your business. Because you, as a solopreneur and a small business owner with a small team, you don't have to do everything. And you can delegate it whether it's to your team or to a vendor or supplier.
Hmm. So are there some common mistakes, especially that business owners make in networking?
The most common mistake is follow up.
Yeah.
They just don't follow up appropriately. They are too self-interested, so they have a little bit of that, especially as you start out or maybe when you're low in sales, there's that scarcity mentality. Like I used to see people, especially when I was in print, actually when I'm as a coach as well, that they wouldn't network with me if they're in the same industry. And it's understanding we have different strengths. We serve different people. The people that work with me might not work with you, and vice versa. But as well, if I have somebody that can't work with me, but I know that you can help them, it's good for me to know my competition or somebody that's in the same industry as me, so that I can use them as well. And I think when it comes to that scarcity mentality, they just hop from connection to connection to connection, and without that follow up to establish the relationship, there is no relationship there. And as Bob Burg says, people, all things being equal, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. And how are they going to get to know you, trust you, and like you if you're talking to them once and then moving on?
Yeah. So we're talking more than just like one of these like networking get-togethers. We're talking about something that goes deeper into getting to know somebody and getting into the conversation, correct?
Yeah, so I think the networking get together, so whether it's a virtual meeting in person, whether it's lunch, breakfast, mixer, whatever that might be, I always say kind of treat it like dating. You're going out there, you're meeting people. Realistically, you're only going to have like a 5 minute conversation with somebody at a networking event. You should only be having a 5 minute conversation. This is the do I like you enough to then follow up and have a longer conversation with you? And the fortune is in the follow up. After that initial meeting, then it's like, okay, how are we going to help each other? Is it, I'm going to bring you in as a vendor? Or are you a potential referral partner and vice versa? Like, how is this relationship going to work? Because I like you and I like your business and I think it complements mine. Let's find a way to work together outside of this get together. Let's have a one to one, whether it's virtual or coffee. Let's meet. Let's figure out what we each do so that we can figure out how we can work together.
Okay. All right. Let's go into some of your coaching knowledge. So give me an idea of something that, like, is there a shift in your mindset or something that can, maybe it's inside of us that separates successful business owners from other people?
I think it's mainly your, how would you say it? It is your willingness to learn from others
Mm.
and understand that you can't possibly know everything.
Oh, please.
So,
Like, can't I
so
Google it?
right? Right? And I was actually having this conversation earlier this week with my coach,
Uh-huh.
and we were laughing about how somebody will hire you, right? Let's say they hire you, marketing company, and they're like, please help me. And then you'll tell them, ah, this is what you need to do. And they're like, is it? I thought that what I needed to do was this and this. And it's like, well, you hired an expert.
Uh-huh.
Be open and willing to learn from other people that know more about their industries than you so they can help you in your business. And you need to just go in with that growth mentality, learning mentality. And I think that's what makes them more successful business owners, that they understand they're not there to do everything. And it's okay to get help. It's okay to use your network and use your people and bring people in to help you in your business.
Oh, just a short break here. I want to let you know that I am putting on a weekly webinar on how to optimize your Google business profile. It's free and it's a lot of great information. It can make a big difference for your online presence. So, link will be below. What's one of the biggest impact changes that a business could make that wouldn't require like a huge investment? Because there's lots of things you can spend a lot of money on, but is there some kind of change that we can make in our business to kind of move us forward?
Definitely. And I always tell this, CEO days are free. That's your time. That is just your time that you're going to use to sit with yourself, your team, however you want to conduct that CEO day, and look at where's my business and where do I want it to go. And all you need is time to understand what's working, what's not working. Let's take a step back. And a lot of people just get stuck in their business. And then they're like, I think I need to do this. I think I need to do this. I think I need to. And they jump from idea to idea to idea, spending money, spending money, spending money. Whereas if you sat back and you actually understood, okay, this is the next step that I need to take to get my business to the goal, then that's what I need to do. But you need to think about it. You need to understand all the options. You need to understand what your business needs, what's missing. Do I need to hire? Do I need to bring in a vendor? What's happening in my business? And for that, you need to step back, have time with yourself, with your team, and figure it out. So use your time and set aside some CEO days, maybe CEO hours if you right now stretch for time. 2 hours in one day, figure it out, sit down so that you can work better in your business.
Yeah, sounds like a little like company retreat or something of that nature.
Yeah, and it can just be with yourself. If you're a
Yeah.
solopreneur, it can be with yourself, but there's communities out there. You know other small business owners and you can say to them, "Hey, let's form a group of 4 people where we just talk about our businesses and try and help each other out."
Oh, that's good because then you get all those different views of what's happening and as well as the experience that would be in that group.
Yeah, and you just don't know, right? You don't know what they know, what you know that could help them. Sometimes you think it's this big problem, and then somebody asks a question, and you're like, huh, I hadn't thought about it that way.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's good. Also thinking about the fact that like there's some organizations for groups, like they have like an HVAC incorporate organization or something like that. And you could connect with people who are not, in your town, but that would be a good kind of sharing experience as well.
Yeah, they have industry specific groups. They even have like the National Association of Women in Construction, the National Association of Women Business Owners. Figure out, connect with other people that are sort of, in your same position. Maybe they're a little bit earlier, maybe they're a little bit later, so that you can learn from each other's experiences. But it's the bird's eye view that you need, and that's free because it's your time. It's stepping back and taking your time to figure out what it is. You don't need to pay anybody for something like that.
Okay. All right. So if you could give a business only three pieces of advice, what would they be?
Just three pieces of advice. Okay,
Mhm.
so obviously be willing to learn, right? Understand, be willing to learn and grow. Look at your systems. Please look at your systems. I know that you're small right now, but if you want to grow, think about where you want your business in 1, 3, 5 years. And then look at your systems and think, will these systems carry me to where I want to be? Because
Systems are hard. They
I know.
are.
And there's so many out there that it's like, which one do I pick?
Mhm.
Do I want one that does everything? Do I want five that do the five things really well? But what you need to think about is if I grow and I don't update my systems, I'm not gonna have the time to update my systems when I'm busy and I've grown.
Yeah.
So think about them early, analyze them, and see if they'll sustain your growth. So have that little bit of a wish list.
Hmm.
And don't forget to ask for help. A lot of small business owners forget that as much as they are alone in their business, there's other small businesses out there. So if you don't, maybe you don't have a spouse or a family member that can help you, reach out to another small business owner in your community that you're close with. If you're struggling with something, if you're looking for a resource, go on LinkedIn and post, hey, I'm looking for this help. I'm struggling with this. Help me out and share because people connect with authenticity, but they'll also be able to help you, right? So you're going to connect with people on a different level. Ask for help, be willing to grow, and please look at your systems.
Yeah. Yeah, Giants, just so you know that I have previously, before this, interviewed one or two people who work with systems. Like one guy sets up, specializes in finding CRMs that are specifically good for your type of business. And then another person was working with computer systems. So please look at some of the previous episodes here because one of my goals is to just bring people to you that will help you grow your business. And so please check those out as well. So Maria, tell me what's a first meeting look like with you?
I like to say a first meeting is going to be 90% of my client talking and 10% of me asking questions because people often think, okay, the coach is the expert, the coach knows, but you know your business better and your industry better than anybody else will. And that first meeting, I need to learn everything about you. I say, lay it all on the table because that's the best way I'm going to be able to help you. There's no judgment here. We're only going up. You're already getting that help. We're only going up from here. So tell me everything. Tell me the good numbers, the bad numbers, the good things, the bad things. That's what the first thing is. Then we come up together with a roadmap and we say, okay, does this look realistic? Is this something that we're going to be able to do? The client agrees. The coach says, okay, I'm going to be there to facilitate you in your journey. After that's established, that's when the real change happens. So it's a collaborative process where first it feels like all you're doing is talking, and that's okay. And then once I figure out, okay, this is where you are, this is where you want to go, let's come up with a roadmap and we can go from there. That would be the second step.
Okay, great. All right, well, Giants, if you're enjoying this episode, please check out this episode because you might have that interest as well, and that might help your business grow. So any closing thoughts?
I always say, if you don't know what you need to do next, have a conversation with people that have been in business for a long time. So I would encourage them to reach out to you and say, hey, I'm struggling with this because the amount of people that you're meeting just by interviewing us here, you probably know somebody that can help them. So reach out, look at the resources around you, and reach out for help.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. Well, Maria, thank you so much. I really appreciate your input. And okay, so I'm going to make sure this is announced too, because we're actually in watching the World Cup these days. And Maria was training to be a professional soccer player. And so I'm sure she is really in tune with watching the World Cup these days. And I chatted with her and asked her beforehand who she was cheering for, but tell them who you're cheering for.
I can't pick. You're giving me a difficult question. I can't pick. I'm Colombian. I've lived in Egypt, Spain, the UK, and now I live in the US. I'm following all five teams, but if I had to pick, I obviously go with Colombia. They've been playing really well. And there's been some amazing results right now, some very confusing results right now. So it's definitely exciting to watch the progression there.
All right. Well, thank you, Maria. Appreciate your time. And Janice, we'll see you next time. Bye.